Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan, you know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got you out here chasing that money, chasing that bag, chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation gear. We on our way to the top, well over 50,000 subscribers, and we on our way to 60K, all right? Even bigger salute to all my new subscribers, all my newcomers, all my new investors, everybody that's making their way to the realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know how I'm giving it up, and you absolutely know how I'm putting it down, all right? You are where you at. It's Grown Man Business TV. Now, do me a favor. Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. Wipe off your feet, my G. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. All right. Now, listen, man. It's a super late night live stream. I was about to lay down. I was about to tap out. I was about to go do what I do best, get in my bed, rub my feet together, eat some butter pecan ice cream, right? But I had to double back. I had to double back real quick. It's not going to be long, but for whoever is still on YouTube, scrolling through your shorts, scrolling and surfing through the algorithm, come here, come into Grown Man Business TV, tap in with the realest on YouTube. We're gonna have a conversation real quick, in and out. But you gotta understand something. The channel is growing expeditiously. You understand what I'm saying? The channel is growing fast. And I always forget that. I always think that I'm talking to, day one investors. It always feels like I'm talking to the people that been here since day one. And I always got to remind myself that a lot of these subscribers are new subscribers. We are at 53,000 subscribers. A lot of my subscribers are new subscribers. So when I use terms like dog fur, I see in the chat that a lot of y'all be lost. Y'all see me start talking about dog fur out of nowhere, and you get confused. And I noticed that on my last live stream, it was a older woman in the chat, and she had the dog fur. And I spoke on and I spoke to the dog fur, and I seen and I realized instantly I gotta remind myself, a lot of my subscribers are new subscribers. They don't know what I'm talking about. So this is what I want to do. Big salute. I see y'all coming back into the building. If you still surfing the algorithm, come get a quick lesson about the dog fur. You understand? But if you come in and we're not doing this particular live stream for the numbers. I want to reiterate and I kind of want to educate y'all. To all my new subscribers, to everybody that's, you know, tapped in with the realest channel on YouTube, which is Grown Man Business TV. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the love. Again, we are at 53,000 subscribers. I just had 300 people in the live chat just a few minutes ago. You know what I mean? 2, 3 in the morning, still had 300, almost 400 people in this live chat. So, recognize where you at, right? I got a lot of love for y'all. I appreciate the energy that y'all spend when y'all come into my live chat and y'all engage in the comment section. You know what I mean? And we have these in-depth conversations about what we talking about. But what I want to do is I want to educate you on the dog fur. Oh, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deep in the rap. But you got to know, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Grown Man Business TV. Heterosexual black man, head of his household, stands 10 toes down, no bending, breaking, or folding. I'm a threat to the establishment because I'm a black man that know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm a black man with a big ass house and a pool in my backyard. And I want to talk about the dog fur. All right, so salute. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all do what y'all supposed to do when y'all come in here. We're gonna run these numbers back up at 3 in the morning, talking about the dog fur. What is the dog fur, Grown Man Business TV? Well, before we get into the dog fur, let me handle something. I want to make sure that we customize the chat. If you talk to me, you got to be a subscriber. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. But we're gonna have a conversation. Okay, my last live stream, there was an older woman by the name of Coral, older white woman, you know what I mean, in the chat, and she had dog fur in her profile picture. And I could see she was confused. Well, Coral, I want to let you know if you come back into the chat or not. I hope you come back into the chat, Coral. But I want you to know that you motivated this live stream. I put my computer up. I put my phone on the charger, and I was about to go to bed. But the downloads downloaded, and the download said, "You got to double back, GMB. You have to give your new subscribers the education that they need." And Coral, you motivated this. I hope you come back into the live stream, Coral. But I just wanted to say that you motivated this. All right. So let me do some customizations to the chat, and we're gonna go in depth with the dog fur conversation. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk. You see that right there, right? You see that. Before you get in the comment section using your Twitter fingers, all in the comment section, what your Twitter fingers doing, what your Twitter fingers do, typing and commenting all in the comment section with your Twitter fingers. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear. Okay, let's get into this. The dog fur. You know, for so long, especially in my years of growing up in Norfolk, Virginia, 757, Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, the whole Virginia area, big salute, right? I've always witnessed white people telling black people that we had nappy hair, right? And our hair wasn't good hair, and they had the better hair because it was straight and it didn't tangle, right? And they always made fun of girls and women that had nappy hair, that had coarse hair, black people. I've grown up my whole life seeing this, hearing this. If my hair got too coarse, they would say, I was subject to the same treatment, right? And you know, I never seen anybody upset. I never seen anybody, make a big deal out of the fact that black women were disrespected so much about their hair that now they just wear weave. They putting the dog fur in their own hair. You got black women cornrolling their hair, putting wigs and lace fronts and yaki weave and Indian Remy and all this different type of dog fur. But that's another conversation, right? We went through this for years. For years, we went through this. Me, my sister, just my whole community. We understood as youngsters that they had good hair. Our shit was nappy. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. I also remember as a child always asking myself, like, this is the thing, right? Like, I never liked animals. I never liked dogs in the house. When I was growing up, dogs didn't sleep in the house. When I was growing up, it might sound cruel, but dogs slept outside. They was tied to trees and shit like that. And dogs had dog houses. They didn't get on the couch. They didn't sleep in the house. But my homies had dogs in the house. I never liked how dogs smell, right? And I remember in elementary school getting on a school bus, and it was raining and we were all wet. And little Billy Bob that was sitting in front of me, his dog fur was wet. And the whole bus smelled like a wet dog. And I can vividly remember as a young child asking my uncle, why? Why does white people hair smell like a dog? And my uncle told me they probably have a dog in the house. So that's why they would probably smell like a dog. Because even my ancestors and my elders and my uncles and the people in my community, they never connected the dots the way Grown Man Business TV grew up to connect the dots. He told me the little white boy must have a dog in the house. You know how white people are. They keep dogs around, and dog might get in the bed with him or something like that, and that's probably why he smelt like a dog, right? I just wanted to give you a timeline, some context. So fast forward to now, right? Fast forward to a few years ago, right? And I'm aware. I'm woke. I can see through the smoke and mirrors. I can see through the matrix. I'm no longer blind to the lies. I'm no longer blind to the propaganda. I can see clearly as I do now. That's when the light bulb went off. You understand? Because they got a saying, right? If it looked like a duck, it sound like a duck, it smell like a duck, it's a duck. If it looked like a snake, it sound like a snake, it move like a snake, it's a snake. It's a snake. You understand what I'm saying? So when I think back on how pungent, that's the word that I want to use for the way that dog fur smell when it's wet. When I sit back and I think about how pungent that dog fur smell is when that shit get wet with the rainwater. If it looked like a dog, if it smelled like a dog, if it moved like a dog, it's a goddamn dog. The light bulb went off. The only reason you smell like a golden retriever is because you got golden retriever DNA inside of you. So if you got some golden retriever DNA inside of you, then you're gonna have some attributes. You're gonna have some features. You're gonna have you're gonna have something that resonates. You're gonna have something that resembles a golden retriever. You know what? I've come to the conclusion, and I'm the only one. White people don't have hair. They have dog fur. That's why white people went so hard all these years telling us they have good hair. Why would you have to tell me that your hair is good? Why would you have to make this whole narrative about good hair and bad hair? Because you was trying to cover up the fact that you don't even have hair, you have dog fur. Now let's go a little bit deeper into this, and I hope Coral comes back into the chat. You motivated this, and I need to speak this to my new investors, my new subscribers. So when I say dog fur, you know who I'm talking about. Now let's get into this. You know I kept the receipts. You absolutely got to know, if you're new to the channel or a day one investor, that Grown Man Business, I kept the receipts. I kept the receipts on that dog fur. I ain't never got rid of it. I make sure to keep the receipts, especially when we talking about the dog fur. Oh, Oh, white people, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna tell you something. I get a lot of DMs of angry white people that call me racist because I can separate what is and what ain't because I call it dog fur. They don't like that. They never cared when they said that my hair was nappy. They never cared when they talked down on black women about having nappy hair. But as soon as I say, you got the dog fur, now it's a problem. Now let's break down this dog fur real fast. I want y'all, it's gonna get deep. Listen to my white people. It's gonna get deeper than me just telling you that it's dog fur. Let's start right here. It smell like a dog. It shed like a dog. Don't it shed? Don't that motherfucker, don't that shit shed all over? It's all in the couch. It's all on the floor. It's all in the brush. You're clogging up the goddamn sink. You're clogging up the goddamn, yeah, the bathtub. The bathtub is clogged up because your dog fur is shedding. Now, hair, healthy, strong hair, it don't shed. Oh, it don't shed. It might break at the ends. If you got a couple of split ends, it might break. It might break. Hair breaks. Fur sheds. Oh yeah, let's have this conversation. I mean, you can clip it up all you want. Hair breaks. Fur sheds. So you smell like a goddamn golden retriever. You're shedding all over my house like a golden retriever. It's a goddamn golden retriever then. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not one of those black men that you can put your dog fur, your blue eyes and your blonde dog fur, and I don't want the dog fur around me. I don't want to sleep with the dog fur. I don't want to eat. No, no. No, I don't allow the dog fur to come into my house. Let's get into the receipts. Yeah. Bro, you ever smelt wet dog? You ever smelt a dog fur when it get wet? You ever been around, respectfully, you ever been around a white person with wet hair? Wet, that shit is fur. It's a dog. It sheds. That's why a lot of people don't like to have dogs, because they fur, it sheds all over the couch. Well, white people, they shed. Their fur sheds. Black women, their hair don't shed, it breaks. So if your hair is not healthy and you combing it and you're brushing it, you might see some hair in the brush. You might see some hair in the sink. You might see some hair in the comb. But black women, my melanated people, we don't shed. My beard don't, listen, this beard don't be on my pillow when I wake up in the morning. I ain't never went in the bathroom, right? Went in the bathroom and had beard hair all over the sink, on the floor, in the toilet, and in the tub. I ain't never seen that. I ain't never seen my wife go in have her real hair all in the bathroom, and it's all over the house. That dog fur though. Oh, when they put that dog fur weave, that yaki, that Indian Remy, them lace fronts, all when they put that weave, that dog fur on they shit. Now I got all kind of goddamn weave dog fur shedding all over my goddamn bathroom. That's the only time. That's the only time is shit all over my bathroom is when my wife put that weave, but the weave is dog fur. I'm just saying, brother. Hair breaks, fur sheds. Let's get deeper into this. Big salute. I know I'm opening up your mind at 3 in the morning. Oh yeah, 90. There's 100 people in here. Hit the like button and all that. You ain't never thought about it like this. That's why you here with me. Respectfully. White people don't have hair. They have fur. I like to call it dog fur because it smells like a dog. But I don't know. Maybe it's goddamn Bigfoot fur. Maybe it's bear fur. Your ass look like a goddamn Sasquatch. If you don't shave, then you look like a goddamn Bigfoot. So maybe it's goddamn gorilla fur. I don't know. Yeah, bear fur. I like to call it dog fur because it smell like a dog. You know what? I got some receipts. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. Now, let's see something. Let's get into a couple of these receipts, man. Let's get into a couple of these receipts real quick. I want y'all to feel me on this. All right. Now, I want y'all to feel me on this. All right. Now, this receipt right here, this first receipt right here, right? Let me see something. Okay, this first receipt right here, I'm gonna give you now, right here, right? We got we got the first receipt. We got Lassie. You know what? Let's get into this. Look at this. Look, you got Lassie right there. That's Lassie. You see Lassie. Look at this. Look. Let's look at some more of this motherfucker right here. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this right here. Look. Look. Now you see Lassie, right? Lassie's living his life. He's living his life. He's not thinking about it twice. He's having a good time. He got that fur. We all know he got a coat. It's a coat of fur. Beautiful blonde fur. I would never call it hair. He would not call it hair. Nobody would call this hair. This is fur. And Lassie, Lassie got a beautiful, beautiful coat. Now, let's get into another receipt, because we not staying here all night. I want to get right into the meat and potatoes of this, and I don't want to wait no longer. I want to get right into the meat and the potatoes. Let's look at this. Look. 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 Dog fur. Dog fur. Dog fur and more dog. Look, let's look at another one. Let's go ahead and look at one more. Look, dog fur. Dog fur. That's dog fur. Let's look at one more. Look. Dog fur. Dog fur. Dog fur. White people don't have hair, respectfully. I'm trying to be honest. White people always use the word mankind. Mankind. Okay? I White people, they use the word mankind because they not the original man. They are like kinda, sorta like it. A little bit like it, kinda, sorta. The reason why white people are called mankind is because they are spliced. Their DNA is all kind of animal genetics, all in the DNA and all of that. They got they got the animal genetics in their DNA. So they have the dog fur. They got the tight lips. They got the tight nostrils. This is all animal genetics, animal DNA. Now, I want to go a little bit deeper with this because, the dog fur is the dog fur. But now we got to look at the behavior. If you got dog fur and Lassie got dog fur, if Lassie smell like a golden retriever and when you get wet, you smell like a golden retriever, then your behavior is going to match. You understand? See, we got hair. So we don't connect to a dog the way white people connect to the dog, because you got fur, the golden retriever got fur. That is a natural connection. That is a bio. That is that you understand what I'm saying? That is a connection that is you can't even explain it. We don't have that connection. But when you do have that connection, your mannerisms and your actions is gonna speak. So you shed like a dog. When you get wet, you smell like a dog. And when you get in close quarters with a dog, oh, when you get in close quarters with a dog, look, look. So now you understand how deep this go. You don't only shed like a dog, your fur. When you get wet, you smell like a dog, your fur. And then when you get in close quarters, you engage physically with the dog. I want to tell y'all something that they probably told y'all. And, I want to be one of the first, and I'm probably the first person to ever gonna tell you this. They told us when we was growing up that a dog mouth was cleaner than our mouth. Put a one in the chat if y'all heard that. Put a one in the chat if somewhere in your life a white person told you that the dog mouth was cleaner than your mouth. Put a one in the chat if you heard that before. You know? Oh, don't worry about it. The dog mouth is cleaner than your mouth. You can do it. Don't you worry. You can kiss him in the mouth. Put your tongue in his mouth. His dog mouth is the same dog that lick his own ass, lick his own balls, lick shit. He take it number two. He lick his asshole clean like he had bounty or something. He had a motherfucking bounty. Yeah, he lick his bumhole clean like he lick his bumhole clean like he has your motherfucking shaman. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So the same dog that lick his bumhole clean like he had an extra large pack of Charmin, his mouth is cleaner than yours. That was a lie. The reason why white people believe that is because they have a DNA connection. They have a chemical connection with the animal. They have the same fur. It smell the same. It got the same pheromones. It's the same thing. A dog mouth ain't cleaner than your mouth. That's just an excuse because not only do they smell like the dog and not only do they shed like a dog, but they also make out and kiss and they frolic with the dog. A dog mouth ain't never been cleaner than your mouth. What is a true fact is a dog mouth has more chemicals in it, more things to attack germs because dogs do so much nasty shit that they need more bacteria in their mouth and in their saliva to kill the feces when they lick their own asshole or when they lick their balls clean. They need to be able to get rid of that. That don't make their mouth cleaner than yours. It just means that the dog is way more filthy than you are. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. They told us our whole life that they had good hair and we had bad hair. And come to find out, they ain't even got hair. It's dog fur. It smell like a wet dog. It shed like a wet dog. I wanna point something out to you. I want you to follow me on this, and I want you to understand me on this. When you look at this receipt that I'm showing you, right? I'm gonna show it to you again. I want you to notice that the dog is making eye contact with the lady as he licks her in the mouth. Animals, the beautiful thing about animals is they follow nature. Animals don't have the mental capacity to go against Mother Nature, to go against God. Animals don't go against God. Whatever is in their genetic makeup, they follow it. In their genetic makeup, they live in a tribe and a pride. The male lion got 4, 5 bitches. They go get the breakfast. That's what they gonna do. They don't ask no questions. They not going against it. That's the beautiful thing about animals. So when you see this receipt, you're going to see the dog looking the lady directly in her glasses because he's confused because he's saying, your motherfucking fur smell like my fur. I think we supposed to be doing this, but you ain't no guy. I mean, you ain't no dog though, right? Like you ain't no dog. You my owner. You know what I'm saying? You my owner. But your fur smell like my fur, so I think we go ahead and lick in the mouth, cause you. So if you look at the dog eye, look how confused his one eye is. His one eye, he confused like a motherfucker. Look, look. Oh, look at the dog eye right there. Look at the dog eye right there. He looking right there. Look, right there, right there, right there, right there. Right there. Look at the dog. Because that fur right there, he can smell the fur. The dog saying, well, goddamn, you smell like a dog. You're shedding like a dog. Bitch, is you a dog? Yeah, man, clip this up, man. I don't know how long I'm gonna leave it up. Clip it up because I don't know how long I'm gonna leave it up. All this time they told us that we didn't have good hair. They had good hair. I mean, they drilled it in our head so much that now black women don't even wear their real hair out. They cornroll it and then they go and get weave, wigs, and lace fronts to cover their hair. So they 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 attacked us so much about our hair, that now black women are literally covering up their hair with dog fur. They're literally, me and my old lady, we had a beautiful conversation earlier about this, and I gave her some game. Oh, I'm very knowledgeable. She knows that. Wearing wigs and weave and tracks and lace fronts, that is not a part of our lineage. That's not a part of our culture. That's not something that's in our genetic makeup. We were basically traumatized for so many years. I mean, man, I know it was bad back in the day, I'm sure. I'm sure back in the day it was, but I'm just talking about from my time on this planet. I can remember vividly my whole childhood. Nobody wanted to have nappy real hair. Everybody wished like was trying to get they shit a certain like wished it was straight. So they have traumatized black women to the point where black women cover their hair up with dog fur. The weave is dog fur. I don't give a fuck if you got it from India. I don't give a fuck where you got it from. The whole texture. You never see white women wearing afro wigs, like afro hair. But we see black women wearing dog fur wigs, dog fur weave, dog fur lace fronts, all dog fur. The shit shed all over my bathroom. Man, you know, when my wife got it shit, I'm like, yo, you gotta do it down. You gotta do it in the spare bathroom. Can't do that shit in the master suite. You think fucking dog fur shit all over my floor. So that's the reason why in my live chats, once I realized this, that's why I speak it out loud. That's why I say it. Because for so long, we've always heard, you got nappy hair. Oh, you know, oh, she got good hair. You're like, damn, that's good hair. Like, this shit get thin. It sheds. It smell like a wet dog. And that's good hair. It's not in our lineage to wear dog fur. Like, all you got to do is look back to the 50s and the 60s with a Black Panther Party. Black women was not wearing wigs. They was not wearing weave. They was not doing none of that. The only thing a regular black woman might do is perm her hair to make it straight. But it was still her hair. It was still her hair. Even if she permed it, it was still hers. Somewhere in between the 60s, maybe the 70s, and now, black women went completely dog fur. They don't even show their hair. Every time you see a black woman, 9 times out of 10, she got a head full of dog fur. And she done hot combed the shit. She done put all kind of sprays on. She twirled it up and she wearing it. I'm here to tell you, it's not hair. It's dog fur, my G. I know it sounds crazy. I know. Let me tell you something. You should see my DMs. It's mostly like middle-aged white men that they be mad as hell. What would make you say something like that? You ever smelt? You ever smelt that motherfucking fur when it get wet? You ever been on a bus or in a car with a white person that's soaking wet from the rain? That rain water? That shit, I'm talking, is pungent, B. It's like 5 dogs in the car. You don't know if you in the car with a canine or your homie Billy. You don't know if it's Billy or if it's a canine. You don't know. You're like, Billy, you got a dog at the house, man? I done been in your house 5 times, man. I ain't think you had no dogs in there. It got to be a dog in there, man. No, it's his fur. He got the dog in him. But Billy don't know that. Billy, oh, I don't smell it. I don't smell any dogs. You smell it? Come on, GMB. I don't smell any dogs. I smell Sassoon shampoo, but I don't smell any dogs. I don't have any animals. You don't smell that? Man, it smell like a motherfucking dog in here. No. Newport 100s and Sassoon shampoo. That's all I can smell. Yeah, I just smoked the Marlboro Light and Sassoon Head and Shoulders shampoo. You ever had Head and Shoulders? That's dog shampoo. Head and Shoulders and Sassoon. They sell that at the vet. You can get a bottle. You can get a bottle of Sassoon shampoo from the SPCA, man. You can go to the SPCA, man. They give you a free bottle of goddamn Head and Shoulders, man. You're supposed to wash your goddamn dog with it. That's why. Go to your. This is what I want you to do. This what I when you get some spare time on your day off, I want you to go to your local SPCA. Google it. Put it in your goddamn Google Maps, and I want you to take a trip to your local SPCA and ask them for a free bottle of Head and Shoulders or Sassoon shampoo and see if they don't lace your goddamn boots, thinking you about to wash one of your dogs with it. You ever seen a bottle of Head and Shoulders in a black person shower? You ever been in a you ever dated a woman, a black woman that got Head and Shoulders in a bathroom? Never. Now you ain't never. Oh, did I lace your chucks tonight? Salute. Salute. Yeah, I smoked the perm before, man. When I was a kid, like my aunties and all the older women with them, they wore perms. Um, they wore perms. That shit smell like chemicals to me. It don't smell like it smell like a chemical compound. I remember it smelling like that. I remember it smelling like a chemical compound. I don't know, man. It's late. Oh yeah, it smell just like rotten eggs. That's a per you right actually. Smell like smell like when they make is it potato salad, devil eggs. Nah, I was thinking about I got a few people hollering at me about doing some comedian work. But no, I'm not a comedian. I was thinking about doing my Charleston White, getting on my Charleston White tip, and cause I could do this shit live, man, on stage with a microphone. You know what I'm saying? And if you hear anybody, any comedian talking, if you hear anybody, period, talking about the dog fur, you know, attaching that to white people, in that you got that from me. Trust me, they got it from me. They take my slang on YouTube all the time. They be stealing they be remixing my shit. But yeah, um, I'm definitely open to yo, so why don't us as black men wear Donald Trump wigs if white is all American beauty standard? You know, FBA Hustle NY, right? I was explaining that to my wife earlier. We had a little conversation, and I was just telling her like, um, you know, again, it's not in our history to wear wigs. That ain't even our thing. You know what I'm saying? That's their thing. Like you look back in like Greece and Rome and all these different times, even like George Washington. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers was wearing wigs. They had them big white wig. The white men was wearing wigs because that dog fur get the shed and it's thin, it falls out, and next thing you know, your ass got a big bald spot. They was wearing wigs. They still do it to this day, right? Um, and she was, black women to say, well, you know, we like to do different things with our hair and blah blah blah, blah and this and the third, and we pay for them. I'm saying like, just think of it like this, right? Imagine how delusional you got to be to put on like fake like dog fur, right? And then look me in the eye and ask me, do I like your hair? You know what I'm saying? Like imagine, like just like what you said, FBA Hustle NY, right? Imagine if we put on a mullet, right? Imagine if I go and I go to a hair store, right? And I buy a blonde mullet. We all know the white boy mullet with the hair, the dog fur like that, and the dog fur in the back. And then I come home, right? And I say, hey baby, you like my new hair? You like my hair? You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about wearing a mullet today. Imagine what she would say. She would say, motherfucker, what you doing with that? Why would you? I'm walking around the street. I got blonde mullet on with the dog fur on my shoulders and all that. and I'm acting like the shit really my hair, and I'm asking motherfucker how they like my hair, and motherfucker saying, "Hey man, what the fuck you doing with what the fuck you doing with that?" I'm saying, "Oh no, how do you like my hair?" But a woman to do the same thing and look a man in the eye. You look me right in my motherfucking eye, ask me, how I like your hair and shit. And I'm a lie to you. I'm gonna tell you, cause really, realistically, it's not even hair, right? It's dog fur. There's shit all over my floor, right? It's shedding all over the place. And then on another note, secondly, right, it ain't even your goddamn hair. So you done look me in my face and ask me how do I that's and then I'm a lie to you and tell you, oh, it's beautiful, baby. I love it, right? If that's why you think so many black men is marrying white women? Because goddamn, if you gonna have the dog fur all in the house, you might as well goddamn go to the source. You might as well deal with the real dog fur. Ain't no reason for me to be fucking with you, and you got beautiful hair under that wig, and then you cornroll the hair and you put a big ass motherfucking goddamn dog fur wig on top of it. Ain't no reason me to fuck with you then. And my wife don't wear wigs because when I first met her, she used to throw wigs on. I don't give a fuck. Ain't no wigs in my house. It ain't no wig in my house. I don't accept no wigs, bro. I don't give a fuck. Lace fronts, wigs, I ain't with none of that. Facts. I don't give. Ain't gonna be no wigs on my counters in my bathroom. I don't give. I ain't. I don't. I ain't accept. But the weave, right? I've been brainwashed as a young hood nigga to accept weave, cause all the women wear weave. But then when I grew up and I started like, I got wise, right? I got mature. I started like I'm looking at this shit like like so you in the mirror, you looking at this shit. You feel very beautiful, right? You feel very confident, right? And the whole time, ain't none of that shit your motherfucking hair. You know what I'm saying? Think about how crazy that is, B. That's some delusion. That's like it's like almost mentally ill. Like imagine this, and can I always like to bring it back to the men, right? Like in the movies, they got them body suits, right? Where you can like be a fat guy like the Professor Clumps and all that. You could be fat, right? And then they got the body suits where you can have like a physique, like a nice muscular physique, and then you could put a shirt on it. And then when you put the shirt on top of the body suit, it look like you got six pack, look like you got big chest and muscles and shit, right? So imagine I go get the body suit with the six pack, right? I come in the house. I look you right in the eye and I say, how you like my six pack and shit? You think my six pack is nice, you know what I mean? You like that? You see what I'm saying? You gotta have a certain amount of you got to be delusional. You got to be a little bit mentally ill for you to look me in my face and be like, oh, I love that six pack. That motherfucker. A woman gonna say, nigga, that ain't your six pack. Why you got that damn bodysuit on? Oh, nah, it's all good. I mean, I went and bought it. It's mine. Bitch gonna be mad at you. Bitch she gonna divorce you. She gonna leave you. What if, okay, let's go deeper, right? And salute to the women. Listen to me. Imagine I go on the internet and I buy $50,000 in prop money. That prop money that be in the videos, the movie theater prop money, right? And then I come in the house and I say, yo, baby, shit, I'm getting money, bitch. Fuck you mean? You talk to me like that. You know I'm getting money, baby. Matter of fact, she like, what you talking about? Bitch, I got 50. Man, go 50,000 right there. Fuck you talking. I just told you I'm getting money, mama. She like, you getting money, bitch? Here go 50,000 right there. You pick up the 50,000 and it's prop money. This shit fake. You know what I mean? It's fake. It's just 50,000, but it's fake money. It's fake. You gonna be mad in the motherfucker, ain't you? You gonna be mad in the motherfucker, ain't you? You go be mad. We can't spend this goddamn money. It's fake. Well, you got all that goddamn weave. You can't go swimming in it because it's fake. I can't take the top off my car and put the motherfucking let the breeze run through your shit. You know why? Because it's fake. So the same way I can't spend this $50,000 prop money is the same way I can't throw your ass in the pool, right? Because your goddamn weave dog fur, it can't get wet. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man. Fuck wrong with you niggas, man. You fucked up, man. You got fucked up. Yeah, bitch, I'm getting money. It's 50,000 right there, bitch. Hey, it's 50K, bitch. I'm getting. Matter of fact, I got another 50,000. That's 100. I got 100,000 right there, bitch. What you talking about? I can order that prop money. You gonna see the bitch gonna leave you. See, when you pull that $50,000 out, the bitch gonna be so mad at you, she gonna leave you. She gonna leave you. She gonna break up with you. But you got goddamn 14 bundles of Yaki goddamn Indian Remy all in your scalp. And I'm supposed to just be all right with that. You got fake hair, you got fake nails, you got fake eyelashes, right? A lot of y'all got fake bodies. And we just supposed to just be all right with that. But if I pull out $50,000 in prop money, now we got to now some now we got a problem and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I pull out 50K in prop money. Now it's an issue and shit. Now we got to have a conversation. We need to talk. Bitch, you got a wig on. You got lace front. You on Amazon ordering lace fronts and shit. You coming out with me, bitch. You got a part. Listen to the women. I want to ask y'all a question. Why do y'all wear them things with the part right there? Like we supposed that ain't no scalp. We know it ain't your scalp. It looked like a fish net. It looked like a motherfucking, it looked like a chicken net. It looked like a chicken, it like the fence for the chicken coop. Why is you got this part right here and it ain't your motherfucking scalp? But if I pull out $50,000 in prop money, it's a problem. I pull out 50K in prop money and put it on the table and tell a motherfucker we getting money. And the motherfucker read it and they say motion picture for motion pictures only, motion picture prop money. Now you want to break up with me and you want to disrespect me, talk to me crazy cause we can't spend the goddamn money. But your part, your scalp right there, that ain't even your scalp. You know what I'm saying? You talking crazy to me, but your motherfucking scalp right there, bitch, that ain't even your motherfucking scalp. It's a fishnet for you. Who told y'all that is gonna pass for your scalp? Who the fuck knitted that shit right there? Was like, yo, it look like your scalp, man. If we gonna use it, it's gonna look like your scalp. We gonna put it on top of your scalp, and then your scalp is going to look like your scalp. Why, like nobody ain't tell y'all motherfuckers that shit don't look real. Like we know we could, you've been talking to me for 2 minutes, the whole time looking at your motherfuckers. I'm looking at this part right here. And then I don't know what the fuck. I'm trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Your head is laid down this way, and you got a part right there. I'm saying to myself, ain't where's the grease? Why ain't well, that ain't no scalp, shawty. I'm gonna stop you real quick, bitch. Hey, that ain't no motherfucking scalp. That ain't your scalp right there. I can tell. I'm telling you, I know it ain't your scalp. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start ordering prop money. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start ordering prop money, man. And as soon as you say something about this prop money, you know what? I put the prop money. I put the prop money down. You take that motherfucking lace front off the top of your goddamn. You take that motherfucking helmet. You take that helmet off, and I put the prop money down. We even. We even. Okay. You take the motherfucking helmet off, and and I put the prop money in my boxer drawer, and I leave it like that. See? See, now do you understand what's going on, ladies? You fucked up. And guess how that happened? I'm gonna get back to my point, right? Because because white people told you your hair wasn't good hair. The whole time they got dog fur. They ain't even got hair. They ain't got hair. You ever You ever notice when you ever notice? I remember when I was young, like my camp instructors, when I used to go to like camps in the summertime, the white men would have hair on their calf muscles. Yo, you ever seen a white man how like furry they get? It be like they're like white people have hair on their knuckles and shit. Yeah, I used to notice stuff like that. I used to be like, how the fuck he get how the fuck he get hair on his knuckles? When I used to think it was hair. On the back of your knees. These motherfuckers grow hair on the back of their knees. They calf muscles, they ankles. It be hair on their ankles. You know what I'm saying? So again, hair don't grow like that. Fur, oh, fur grow all over you, but hair don't grow like that. You let these same motherfuckers push you in a position and got you wearing dog fur helmets and shit. You got a helmet with dog fur all over it. Now, now I'm gonna close with this. This is what I'm gonna close with. All right. When I was a child, I want to close with this. Yeah, motherfucking ankles, motherfucking the calf muscles was used to blow me though. The knuckles too. I used to be shocked by like having hair on the back of your hand. How you got hair on your motherfucking fingers? So you got the motherfucker got hair growing out their fingers, bro. The motherfucker got hair on their fingers, bro. And hair on the back of your knees and hair on your calf muscles, bitch. How the fuck is this happening? So you just got pores. You got hair pores all over your body, like on your back. You got pores on. You got hair pores on your shoulders, bitch. Bitch, how's you growing hair on your shoulders, bitch? I used to always wonder, right? So as I was wondering these things when I was a child, right? As I was wondering these things, my teachers and our teachers was teaching us about Bigfoot, right? And they was always showing us pictures of this big, hairy looking man, right? He looked like a man running through the woods and shit with hair all over him. You know what I mean, right? And we always was looking for Bigfoot. If we went to camp or if I went out in the woods and something like that, on my back of my mind, I was like, maybe, hopefully I don't want to run across Bigfoot, or hopefully I don't see Bigfoot. And when I got older, I realized that was another lie. Yeah, the Sasquatch. The whole goddamn time, Billy Uncle is the Sasquatch. Billy is the Sasquatch. The white man is Bigfoot. Now you see how I just gave you that game where they grow fur on their hands, they back, they neck, they ankles, they motherfucking shins, they calf muscles. This motherfucker got fur all over him. Hair is growing everywhere. How the fuck you growing neck? How you grow hair on the back of on your shoulders? This bitch got hair growing on his shoulders. Now imagine if Billy Bob didn't shave. Let me show you something. I'm gonna get one more receipt. Fuck it. I'm wasting no more time with these niggas. Imagine if that man didn't shave for 10 years. Imagine if a hairy white man didn't shave for 10 years. He didn't get a haircut, he didn't shave, he didn't use Gillette, he didn't do nothing. He just let the fur grow out for 10 years straight. What we got? We got Sasquatch. There it is. We got Bigfoot. There he is. We found him. We found Bigfoot. Your co-worker, Billy, Jonathan, Zachary. Zachary is Bigfoot. Zachary is Bigfoot. If Zachary don't shave for 10 years, you know what? Let me find Zachary. Come on home, brother. Hold on, man. Let me find Zachary. Let me see, goddamn Zachary. I'm gonna find you for my people. Because you done told us about bad hair, you're disrespecting us, you don't understand why point out the dog. And if Zachary don't shave for 10 years, he turned to a Sasquatch. And if the Sasquatch get wet, he smell like a dog, a golden retriever. We found Bigfoot. You know what? I told you, motherfucking ass, don't play with me. That's why it's grown man business TV. I told you, ass, don't you play. I'm not your average YouTuber. I'm not your goddamn average YouTuber. All right? I'm not the one you want to get in my Coral. Coral, you did this, Coral. Coral, you came into my comment section and you got defensive when I told you that your thumbnail had dog fur in it. I wanted to lay down. I'm an old man. I'm an old ass man. And I wanted to lay down, but the downloads wouldn't let me lay down. The downloads said, grown man business TV, you got to explain to these people. Well, you know, I'm going to show you more receipts. You know what? We found Sasquatch. Fuck it. You want to, you know what? Fuck it. Look, 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 look. I ain't never grown no hair on the back of my goddamn shoulders. My shoulders don't grow hair on them. My motherfucking rib cage don't grow. I ain't never grown no hair on my rib cage. I don't got hair on my rib cage. Yeah, I ain't never. Sasquatch. They had me sitting in class all the motherfucking years. Goddamn Mr. David. Look at this shit. Look at this nasty motherfucking shit here. Look at this. Look. Look. Motherfucker had me sitting in class watching and looking at photos and wondering and to myself about this Bigfoot and Sasquatch and, you know, being in the woods. And the whole time Mr. David is the goddamn Sasquatch. He lied to me, Zachary. He's the Sasquatch. He knew he was a Sasquatch the whole goddamn time. They know it's dog fur. They know why they know that fur stink. They know they smell like a golden retriever. They know it. But when I say it, they just mad that I figured it out. That's all. I feel better now. I can go to sleep. I can rest easy. You mad I figured it out? You thought we wasn't gonna figure it out. Ain't nobody ever connected dots like this. You the goddamn Sasquatch. You're talking to me. You're telling me what you want. You're mad about it. The whole motherfucking time. If we throwed your ass out there in the woods for 5 years without no Gillette razor, without no goddamn hair clippers, you can't go to a hair cuttery. You just run around the woods. You gonna turn to a beast. You turn to a motherfucking Bigfoot, Sasquatch. Now, I want you to take this with you, and I want you to apply this to your everyday life when you run across When you see a Caucasian man and y'all having a conversation, you respectfully, in the back of your mind, I want you to analyze what you're looking at. I want you to look at his beard. I want you to check him out. The hair, goddamn hair. He got shorts on. He ain't got no socks in his goddamn boat shoes. His hair coming out his boat shoes. His hair on his ankles. He been shaving his these motherfuckers be shaving their legs and shit, trying to make sure they look presentable. Yeah, white boy shave his goddamn leg because his hair is fur all over his motherfucking back. It's fur all over his legs. It's fur. Look at this shit. Look at this motherfucker here. Look, look, look. That's what, there it is. A motherfucking beast. Oh, that's Zachary. Who? What's that? Look, look. That's the goddamn beast. And I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that next time you talk to a black woman and you talk about her goddamn nappy hair. I want you to think about that motherfucking dog fur. Growing his motherfucking hair. You got motherfucking for 10 years, your goddamn hair gonna sprout the dog fur. You had dog fur coming out your goddamn face. Oh, it's more, it's plenty. It's plenty more. Plenty more. It's plenty more. Nasty Caucasoid Neanderthal from the Caucasus, all the way from the Caucasus Mountains. I'm gonna show you one more and we gonna get out of here. I gotta get some sleep. I'm an old man. I want you to see one more. Oh, my child, look. Look! That's why I call it the dog fur. All right? Yeah, it's fucking nasty work. And I just wanted to throw the Bigfoot, I wanted to throw the Bigfoot information in there as well. That was just a plus. You're looking at Bigfoot. That's a motherfucking goddamn Sasquatch. When you go to work, when you go to the bar, when you hang out with with your white friends, understand what you're looking at. The beast, the Sasquatch, an animal, a goddamn cold-blooded animal. With that being said, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan, and you do know what I suggest. I suggest you tap in, man. Listen, listen, listen. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. It's straight off the brick into the bottles. I'm going to give you this pure dope straight off the brick directly into the bottles. No fentanyl, no quinine, no baking soda. We ain't water whipping this dope and we ain't counter whipping this dope. I'm going to give it to you straight raw, my G. No extras, no preservatives. Pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. We've always been told that we have nappy hair. We've always been told that we don't have good hair. We've always been fed this beauty standard. Come to find out, they don't have good hair at all. It's dog fur. It's a goddamn golden retriever. With that being said, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be.